A young bowhunter, high in a tree, fights off strange figures in the dead of night. An encounter that defies explanation and will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about our world. Late one September fall evening in 1964, a young man set out for a quiet hunting trip in the rugged foothills near Cisco Grove, California. He was expecting a peaceful night, perhaps a few hours of solitude under a starlit sky. Instead, he found himself thrust into a nightmare that would change his life forever. This is the true account of a night spent fighting off an alien abduction attempt, a story that has been kept secret for decades until now. On that fateful night, our witness became separated from his small hunting group as dusk turned into darkness. Facing the threat of unknown dangers on the rough terrain, he made a split-second decision to climb a sturdy tree for shelter. Strapped securely to a high branch, with nothing but his bow and a few arrows for protection, he hoped to wait out the night in safety. But as the silence of the forest deepened, he noticed an unusual, glowing light moving slowly across the black sky. The light glowed steadily, shifting in a pattern that was both eerie and unpredictable. At first, he believed the light to be from an approaching helicopter, its beam cutting through the darkness. However, as the light grew closer and began to descend along the ridge, he realized this was no ordinary aircraft. Suddenly, the calm was shattered by the sound of a cracking branch. Two small humanoid figures emerged from the shadows below, dressed in plain white and moving with an unsettling grace. Their eyes, hidden beneath what looked like simple headgear, fixed on him with an intensity that sent chills down his spine. In that split second, the peaceful night turned into a scene of panic. The witness could feel his heart pound as the creatures drew near. Without a moment's hesitation, he reached for his bow. The creatures did not speak. Instead, they emitted soft, cooing sounds that only deepened the sense of dread. Moments later, two additional objects, moving with robotic precision, appeared beneath the tree. These devices released a cloud of noxious gas that began to choke him, urging him to act fast. The witness quickly loaded his bow and fired an arrow. The projectile struck one of the robotic figures, producing a hard metallic clang on contact. Though the arrow did not penetrate the creature's tough camouflaged outer layer, its impact proved to be a turning point. Gathering his courage, he tore strips from his own clothing, lit them on fire, and hurled the burning fabric at his attackers. His desperate plan was to start a small blaze, hoping it would draw help, or at least force the creatures to retreat. For what seemed like an eternity, the strange battle continued. The attackers circled the tree, their movements deliberate and menacing. The combination of burning fabric and the rapid succession of arrow shots created enough chaos to force the intruders into a retreat. With a final burst of energy, the creatures abandoned their assault, retreating back to their craft that then shot upward and vanished into the distant horizon. Dawn eventually broke over the horizon, and our witness was left clinging to the tree, exhausted and barely conscious. When he was finally rescued by his companions, he recounted the bizarre events in detail. His account was thorough, a detailed narrative compiled over many pages by an investigation group dedicated to unexplained aerial phenomena. His story was corroborated by at least one other member of his hunting party who recalled seeing an unusual light in the sky that night. The investigation that followed took years to complete. The case was documented in an extensive 150-plus page report, with illustrations that depicted every detail of that surreal night. Experts, including ufologists and investigators from several national committees, took the witness's account very seriously. They noted that his actions, climbing the tree, using his bow, and his calm yet decisive reaction in the face of terror, indicated that he was not hallucinating or fabricating his experience. In fact, those who interviewed him found no reason to doubt his sanity or truthfulness. This chilling case is not just a bizarre story from a bygone era. It serves as a stark reminder that extraordinary events can occur in the most unassuming places. The idea that something as unimaginable as an alien abduction attempt could shatter that peace is both disturbing and thought-provoking. It forces us to consider the fragility of our comfort and the unpredictable nature of life, no matter our age. The account also underscores a vital lesson. Preparation and quick thinking can make the difference between life and a fate far worse than retirement woes. The witness, armed with nothing more than a bow and his determination, managed to fend off an encounter with beings from beyond our world. While some may dismiss this account as a tall tale, the detailed investigation and corroboration from multiple sources give it a weight that is hard to ignore. The story is not filled with sensationalism or unfounded hype. It is a factual recounting of a night when a simple hunting trip turned into an ordeal of survival against alien forces. It is a case that has withstood scrutiny and continues to be one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in the study of unexplained aerial phenomena. What do you think of this case? Do you believe that such an encounter could be real? Have any of you experienced or heard of similar events in your own lives? Share your thoughts and any reports of unusual sightings or encounters in the comments below. Your insights could help shed more light on these mysteries. If you found this account intriguing and thought-provoking, please like this video and subscribe to Aliens Revealed Live for more true stories and analyses that blend our past experiences with the mysteries of the present. Remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, as this case proves.